It's even funny how all of a sudden, when she said, MFM, I was saying this thing at the beginning, that the fact that Wunmi is still saying, oh, if they keep coming at her like that, she wasn't going to do it like that time. That these people, they don't want her to do it. Now that she's now ready, all of a sudden, they are now relaxing. I don't understand. You must do this DNA.
Something that you people are supposed to jump on.
Jump at.
Kí ló dé? Like gbà tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ mú bike nínú go slow. Jump on it, boom. You see, ẹ wá ń lọ báyìí, wọ́n á sọ pé no, ẹ má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kò dáa, ẹ má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ ibi tá à ń lọ. This time waster is just too much. For how long?
Àti ọmọ yẹn ò jáde báyìí, MFM, they were happy that she was not talking. They were only saying, come out, if they born you were kò lè sọ̀rọ̀, she's guilty, she's that, she cannot say it, she cannot come out, she cannot face camera. Oh yeah, she has started facing camera. Oh, she face camera báyìí. You people should come and do what you want to do. She cannot that. Ordinary DNA. What is there in DNA? Why can't a woman do DNA? If she is ready, Baba, it's a fún QH radio. QH radio ma fún Baba lówó.
This guy VDM said at this point, with the way the lady was talking about the DNA, he said that at this point, I want to believe the boy self na Mohbad pikin. I was like, she never even do it now, because forget the fact that you are supporting, you are not supporting. Somebody keep coming out, I want to do the DNA. Oh yeah, go and do anything anyway.
Listen, do you know why he quickly jumped on this trend again? He has a pending issue with Nedu, D1 and all those things. So the fact that he saw this one and he know that it's a big issue, Okosari to jump on to cover his rather that is happening. I didn't even listen to that guy.
They will go and message. I'm a message here. Go jump on it.
Me, I don't see MFM in Nigeria. In Nigeria, the people that I don't take serious. I don't even like listening to their voice, to their videos. That it irritates me hearing it. Portable,
it's just something. Take it.
VDM, Portable. Who again? That at least the VDM and Portable. They are those two. They are top of my list. Or wrong one, me like I get irritated.
Application to DNA into the imbalance she does not even need any application, because that application is going to take a long while. Drag it about to the next year to say Happy New Year. No, we don't go to do Happy New Year. Only on face, only anywhere now. Just give her access to do her own. Permission to do her own, to get sample. This is what I'm saying. Mystic. Who always want to talk here, Jare?
MFM. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ sáré mú information kan wá.
Okay.
Mo wà lórí Facebook nsìn. Mo rí torí mo gbọ́ interview TVC yẹn pé lọ́dọ̀ yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn. Tọ́lání Ilésọmí ó ti wá court ẹ̀. Ó wá ṣe rí question tí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn sọ pé kò béèrè justice yẹn. Àwọn lady yẹn béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé irú justice wo ló ń fẹ́. Ó dẹ̀ ní number 1. Ó ní ẹni tí nọ́ọ̀sì tó fún ọkọ òun lábẹ́rẹ́ tó gbọ́dọ̀ rí justice lórí ẹ̀. Àwọn tó búlì ẹ̀ òun gbọ́dọ̀ rí justice lórí ẹ̀. Ẹni tó bàjà ní show òun gbọ́dọ̀ rí justice lórí ẹ̀. TVC ẹ tó bá doubt ẹ̀ kó lọ wo orí Tọ́lání Ilésọmí. Wọ́n béèrè question yẹn lọ́wọ́ ó dẹ̀ answer mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta bẹ́ẹ̀. Káwọn èèyàn máa sọ pé DNA nìkan ló ń sọ kọ́ lọ wò. Ilésọmí supporter bàbá ni ó ti court ẹ̀ ó ti gbé síbẹ̀. Ó answer mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta pé ibi mẹ́ta tó ti need the justice nìyẹn. Òun need ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ nurse. Òun need ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹni tó.
Did they say that she also needs justice for she fighting with her husband?
Why? Bossman, you are more than this. I thought you are married.
No.
She said she and her husband never had any physical whatever. She said there's never had any physical talk.
How can a married?
So let's
she agreed that she have a fight with her husband. In meaningless.
Okay, but I do not say they had a fight in the city state. What are you talking about?
Hello, any fight that lead.
Bossman, please move.
To resolve it. All right. You've been at loggerheads. What exactly happened, and are you people looking to resolve it anytime soon?
Yeah, so what happened is like, my father-in-law has been
he has said so many things, and my sister has been the one like trying to counter him and all of that. So
Mumba. Continue. Let me say something.
Sam Larry, can you enlighten us? All right. And Sam Larry, can you enlighten us more? The bullying of your late husband by the former record label, Ali and Sam Larry. Can you enlighten us more on that? Can you speak on that? Yeah, the truth is on the media. Like I know that one you would have seen it. Yeah, so it is on the media, and I feel like one way or the other, he should get justice. Do you understand? Because bullying is not like to you. What would you like? They should pay for everything. It's killer, the people that bullied, everything. They should pay for it. Like that is the only thing that can give me closure right now. What do you mean by pay? Yes, like they should, like legally. Bullying is not is a criminal. Is a criminal offense in a legal way. So I feel like whoever does something like that should be punished for it. Yeah. And one way or the other, the nurse that injected my husband, and the guy that he fought with at the show, one way or the other, I feel like they should pay for it too. Okay, so sorry, Dr. So now, speaking on that DNA, don't you think that have you granted the request to your father-in-law since last year? Okay, so the results are out and everything. He didn't even do it. He has stopped he doesn't want to do anything. There's somebody interested in it anymore. No, you've done it. Have you done it? I haven't. Okay. And you don't want to do it? You don't want to do it? Of course I will. It is a must because of my child. Yes. I don't want this stigma to... I just shut people up. Exactly. Yes, for sure. I feel like, I don't blame people because, if I was not in this mess too, and listening to everything that my father has been saying, it is convincing one way or the other. So I wouldn't blame people that's been out there trying to defame my baby and, bully him.
I just want you to hear that part, boss man.
Right, so let me quickly say something to you guys regarding to what they just played right now. So now you guys are saying that, see, I'm actually a neutral person though. So when I'm giving my analysis, just know that I'm talking based on the neutral part. Okay. Now this is it. Where I do not agree with Wumi is the part that most people, you are free to believe what you guys want to believe. Okay. But they ask her, do you ever engage or have a fight with your husband? She said no, right? Okay, cool. Have you guys forgotten that Mohbad came out in one of his voice notes that he came out? I guess there was a voice note of Mohbad saying that I do not agree with you. But I agree with you, Moparamo. So now is a word against the mother of Mohbad. So what do you guys want to say to that? That word is coming from
Bossman,
Mohbad.
I have something to say to that, but I'll leave it to MFM. Maybe she will ask Mohbad and Mohbad will like.
It's a voice note of Mohbad now.
Mohbad will come out. When people are using Yoruba to explain something, people pick what they want. We're selective. Èèyàn lè máa fi did they call those Yoruba? I don't know. Those words, but then if people will just speak the word literally and say, okay, that's what she meant. But I would want MFM to later ask maybe Mohbad if she can, if it's not like we're intruding or disturbing her, if she can ask her like what she means by that statement. Because that's what that tiny lady too has been doing. Was okay, but God, ibo lo ti re yin people yi.
Ṣé Wùmí lè na Mohbad ni?
Okonga, Mayweather.
Hold on. Are you telling me that when you're having a fight with another person, you cannot eat something and the person will go down? Is it by strength?
But that's
when
not what
when you're fighting
now.
someone, only push you down. What are you guys talking about? What are you talking about?
Mommy, good luck. Don't argue. Mommy, good luck. Please don't argue. Okay. Bossman, okay, no problem.
Should I continue video?
You can continue. Mystic, do you know we didn't really hear that part when we were listening to it?
I had
that to replay. I had the parts. I had that.
Oh, me, I did because I even joined halfway.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It was when I saw her on screen that made me come back.
Man.
I knew that All right, so I just watched the interview Mohbad wife did with one guy like that, and I will tell you that a lot of things was revealed in that interview, and I will tell you in full confidence that there are a lot of things that these people are not telling us. But if this lady continue to do interview, the truth going to come out slowly, just like some truths don't come out from this one now. Now let's start. Yeah, I'll play 2 videos from the interview. Let's start with this one.
Do you accept the result of the coroner inquest?
Well, that is another question. That is another oddful question because I knew that there was a nurse involved in this case. You know, he reacted to rejection, and since my husband, even the night my husband died, my father-in-law got to the house. You know, the nurse even narrated everything that happened to him. In fact, my husband's manager wanted to get the nurse arrested.
Wait, oh. So Baba had a one-to-one conversation with the nurse. Baba has never said this to us before. Baba said, wọ́n sọ fún mi ni. Baba ò sọ wípé àwọn bá nọ́ọ̀sì sọ̀rọ̀ o. Goodness. Hey.
That night, but he asked us to let her go. That he does not have any business with her.
Your father-in-law asked you them to let the nurse go.
That we should let her go. That he doesn't have any business with her. And you know, even despite the begging, that you know, a lot of people begged him not to bury my husband. So now they see a lot of things have been revealed. Now I wrote a lot of questions to ask. First things first. She said a nurse was involved in the whole thing. Secondly, she said she knew he reacted to an injection. She said it in more than one places, and I'll play the other side. Now, I wrote a lot of questions. Now, she said the nurse narrated what happened, waiting by Mohbad to Mohbad father when Mohbad came in that night. So she established Mohbad by that night because there was a part where she said, even the night that my husband by, so 90 nights he by. Then she said when the husband father come, the nurse narrates what happened to Mohbad take by. Now the question is, since he reacted to injection 1, what did the nurse narrate about Mohbad by? What did the nurse tell Mohbad father? That's number 1. And since you were with them throughout before the nurse came, since you were with them, what happened there? Unless if you say you are not there. But the way you narrated the story, it's as if you were there. Now, what happened there? That's number 2. Now, you said your husband management wanted to arrest the nurse. Why did they want to arrest the nurse? You said that your husband management wanted to arrest the nurse. That means the nurse don't do something when it leads to the boy pie. So, what it make the one arrest the nurse? What happened that night? Una never still tell us. Now, who are the people in that apartment? Since you said the husband management, meaning the management of Mohbad was present in the house when the nurse came and before the nurse came. Exactly. So what happened before the nurse came and why did they want to arrest the nurse? Now, for Mohbad dad, when they narrate what happened to Mohbad to you, according to what she's saying, why did you say that the nurse should be let go? Why you say may they release the nurse, may the nurse they go? Why you say may they release the nurse? Because for them to say they want to arrest the nurse, it means that the nurse don't do something very bad when led to the boy pie. So why did you say they should let the nurse go? Now, let's go to the next part. Let's play this side. So, you know, the fact that the autopsy results came out inconclusive serious is one thing I don't, you know, it's hard to accept. Because I knew so well that my husband actually had an injury from the fight he had with his friend. Had an injury? His name is Prime Boy.
Okay.
And I also knew that he reacted to an injection. Because my husband was fine before the nurse came, although he had an injury. In fact, the day he died, he had a podcast with one girl. What's the girl's name? Susan Pog.
Pajok.
Pajok, yeah, I think, I don't know. Now, he has a podcast. See, a lot of questions. She has repeated that he reacted to an injection. But before this, she said He had an injury from a fight with his friend, Prime Boy. He had an hand injury, yes? That's number one. Now, she also repeated that he reacted to the injection that the nurse gave him. Again, she now said, my husband was fine before the nurse came. So if your husband was fine, why did they call the nurse to come? Because person where they
Please pause. Or then needles VDM. She said her husband was
Let's
fine
not waste
before
our
the
time
nurse,
listening to someone that
before
doesn't
the
have
nurse
sense.
came.
This
Meaning,
thing is
what
saying now is
happened to
rubbish.
him is not something.
Jaibo, hold on.
Meaning, what happened to him is not something they expected that would lead to his death. In Cotton try láti sọ nìyẹn, like he was fine. It's not like he was in a critical condition. But then they had to treat the injury. That was why they called the nurse. I don't even know why people listen to this guy. Oh Lord, don't do me.
Please, I want to quickly debunk something before you continue that video. Because a boss man was saying, she said they've never had a fight. What she said is they've never had a physical fight. They've had fights, but it has never been physical.
Yeah, she said
That's
that
what
they
she said.
never had
So
a
Adura might
physical
have
fight.
said, to the pub in the CCTV that they had a fight. Yes, they had a fight, but was it physical? No. That's what I just came in to say, because this one that I said, Andrea said they have a fight. She's saying they don't have a fight. It's two things against each other. It's not against each other. They had a fight, but it was never physical. She said they've never had a physical fight. That's what I want to say. And this one that, secondly, the mama's whole situation that you are saying, the mama said, I'm not good in Yoruba, so I don't know how to say that you just said. If you would even ask yourself, the mama that is talking, when did she become close to Mohbad, that she knows that Wunmi ló lè pa Mohbad, like Wunmi beats, they fight a lot. When did they settle? Because from all the narration we're hearing, like Mohbad and his mom, they just settled recently, right? So even if someone would have the information that Wunmi has been beating Mohbad, it would never be the mom, because the mom was not in their life, was never in their life until the last moment. So things are, even if you want to say something, like think about it in full. Don't just think about it because you want to crucify this person. Then you come up here and talk and look like a clown.
No, Jibo, I get you, but the part that you said that the mother cannot have, we are not saying that it happened. Even if the mama said she was accepted, finally, like fully accepted when Liam was 41 days or something. So, and the whole incident that happened was after Liam was 5 months, or when he was 5 months that it happened. So if something truly happened, mama could have had an idea. Within 5 months, you know some things about stuff. So don't say, oh, when did mama join their life? Like, she cannot have an idea if something happened. She could, even if you know someone for a month. She's the mother-in-law at the end of the day.
So
But
yes,
that's not even an issue.
Yes, I know it's not an issue. Somebody said what Adura said. Adura didn't say it was an argument. He said it's a fight. Please,
Yes,
don't
see,
you
these
have,
people, they
you don't know what
understand
argument and
Yoruba
fight
and
is. It's not the
English.
same thing.
You cannot be arguing with these people.
If somebody
Some
have
people
a
don't
fight,
understand.
can't a fight be
Yoruba,
an
when you are
argument?
having a
Must
verbal
a fight
argument,
be you are
see,
punching,
in Yoruba,
you are
when you are
exchanging
having
punches?
a verbal argument, Yoruba people will say, "Wọ́n jà, àwọn méjèèjì jà, ọkọ àti ìyàwó yẹn ń jà." It might be just a verbal thing, but that is how they will categorize it.
Ija. If me and somebody are having an argument and we're having a vocal fight, physical fight. Which one is because he say on ja, it means that they are throwing blow. Emma, we're okay.
So you see, that was what I was trying to tell them, that even what that stuff that Mohbad said, she didn't mean it in the literal sense, the way they are taking it. She was just trying to like explain that fine, they might be having their issues, like maybe when they are fighting, they should curse at each other, shout and whatever. But then that she didn't kill him. But they are interpreting it something
It was more
else.
like a figure of speech.
Exactly. Thank you. It was like more like a figure of
that is how it happened. It's just
look at the people that also
I know,
English.
these people, they are smarter than this, because
they are
speak.
very selective. Look at the one she said in the night. The night, my husband. Look at the way they have been twisting it. Even with VDM, you know, she
The
said.
problem maybe I have is
that means she died in
I've
the night.
listened to.
I want
The problem I have with these people is I've listened to them talk. They are smarter than how they interpret things. I would not expect someone like Boss Mana to come and say that thing that Mohbad said. It means that she used to beat this thing, for how smart he talks, for that I see you. But because you want to be selective, you choose what you want to interpret, and you come. What I want to come it was the boss man I came to meet. Stop saying you are neutral. Don't stop mentioning that statement again. Because when you say it triggers me, it pisses me
Calm
off.
down.
You are not
J-boy,
neutral in
calm
any way.
down. J-boy, calm down. See, at this point, this justice for Mohbad. Like for me, I've gotten to a point where it's no point raising your BP, like trying to like having
When you
this
don't like somebody, say you
argument
don't like
with
somebody.
people.
Which one is you are neutral? You are neutral and you come and talk and what you
If
are saying is
Bossman
out of the
tells you
box.
is neutral, it is for him to say it and for you to take it, whether you feel it's true or not. Because for me, people like Bossman, people that have been saying Monday, 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 do you think those people can never be neutral to me? Until when they see the full evidence, like they see that there's nothing again before. So, and it's not easy for you to change the minds of people like that.
Like I
Because
said,
Bossman is part
once
of people that were
if we
clamoring Monday, Monday, Monday. He died on
I,
Monday, he died on Monday. And they were even saying
I
they
have
are
said
sure she fought with him. It's just like saying Buki Jesse will now
that
come out today and tell us that she's now neutral.
they still don't believe that it was not on Monday. Let me tell you, even if Wunmi releases that those recording that she said she has, I still told MFM today, people like Bossman will still come here and say that voice is AI recorded. It's not Baba.
That's what they will say.
I'm
If they
hundred
do not
percent
even
sure.
say hey hi,
I'm 101% sure.
if they do not say AI, kan tún wá rí pé is video gan, do you know what they will say? They will not say ayé rí ọmọ òṣì kò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ńlé àwọn òbí ẹ̀ ò kọ́ ṣó jẹ́ kó record kíní kan àwọn máa sú. That's why when someone was talking, I wanted to say tí lawyer bá ní recording, I'm sure the lawyer is not going to drop it because lawyer knows the law. So òun ò ní fẹ́ drop
I don't say
recording.
she should not be against me. I don't say she should not be against Wunmi, but me, I like people that you are against her, right? And you are making it obvious that you are against her. What me I don't like is you are saying you are neutral and you are talking out of the box. That is what triggers me. Don't say you are neutral. Just let us know you are talking out of the box. Let's know you are talking out of the. Because when you are saying you are neutral, so some people might want to start taking you serious and start hoping to listen to what you are going to say. At the end of the day, they are disappointed.
Yeah, I don't have time.
It is well.
Please finish
Ẹ
the
ṣáà má
finish.
jẹ́
This one
stress
continue
ara
with
wa.
this thing.
Mohbad should get justice.
A person wey be say e dey sick or e get emergency or e need check up, na im dey call nurse for make e come check. She said he was fine before the nurse came. So why did the nurse come if he was truly fine?
Please, can I say
Now
something?
the question is this:
Can I say something to
is
this
your
video nonsense
Alright.
that you just said now, please? Do you know how many times people that were admitted in the hospital died and people will be like, it was fine. Oh. Somebody that is in the hospital, people will say, this person was fine. We just left the ward to go and get water, only for us to come back. Odeku. What is video
God bless you.
about?
God bless you. You just made the perfect example.
The fact that he's trying to divert the attention because he's beginning to get a lot of backlash because of this issue. He's in denial. Like he's you know they see him in the cast. But I think all of them were believing on the premise that Wunmi will never come out to talk. So the way she came out is a shock to them, and it's like this thing is a strategy for him. Let him quickly come out and quickly talk some things, kiniko, just to also try to discredit that thing that Wunmi said. This VDM of a guy.
See, I this thing that you just said now, while I was in university, right? I had a friend that we attended lecture together. Let's say on a Monday, he was fine, very, very fine. And on a Tuesday, I heard that he's dead. So that one, if I say he was fine on Monday, does it mean that how will I put it? Is it before somebody died, do you have to be shaking? As if do you have to be injured all over your body? Do you know that this one is about to die? Some people just die.
Too much African magic. That's what is going on.
So because somebody wants to die now, they have to be VDM is not. I mean, I will not before this thing. I used to feel like VDM talks smart.
I don't watch VDM. That is really that bad. Like I see a video and I scroll up. Like I don't care for it. I don't even want to listen up to 2 seconds. That's how portable VDM. This guy, even this comedian D1, Tosin, I see those videos and I scroll up. I don't want to listen to it. It affects my IQ.
God
thank
bless you,
you. I
Vanessa.
don't know
So I
how.
say my auntie was discharged last week Tuesday, and died 3 days later at home. What do people think? Shey death need to write information for you, like death will write letter for you. You be expecting death.
You know, people
Na
now
for
when they
you,
are bored and they've
GM.
watched too much movies. So, you know, most of them, this thing is something they've planned in their head. They've narrated the whole scenario, like whatever happened that day. They've narrated it, they've planned it out in their head, and they want it to play out that way. That is the problem. So they've invested so much in it that if the culprit is not Wunmi, they will not rest. So as you see those people,
Let me
they are
buttress
still
your
gonna
point,
faint at the
witness.
end of the day.
What Let me buttress your point. The thing is, most of these people, because of their come outside to paint a story, to act smart, most of them would have turned out to talk intelligently, act smart, act like what they are saying is the right thing. Now that they are saying that it might not be right, they know within them that it might not be right. But the fact that they know that the whole thing not being right actually now make them look very stupid. They are now coming up to say things that to just find a way to cover it so they don't eventually appear stupid. But the point is, in process of doing that, they look more stupid.
We're trying to whitewash
Jaibo.
and clean the girl up. Now, to sum it all up, did you notice that Neramal
Just hear the way he scream. Just look at the frustration in that voice. Feel the frustration in that voice. Now, look at the drag and tension.
Guys, we'll not finish this video. Let's go get
name wasn't in the bracket of what happened to the boy on that night. She said some things about they bullied the boy. She didn't call the name. The person they interviewed and I didn't call name. But on that night, Naramali's name was never mentioned. So why did they bring Naramali's name into the whole equation? That's another thing. Now let me tell you something. In conclusion, I feel like Mohbad's wife is 70% innocent, but not entirely innocent. I feel like what happened to Mohbad has nothing to do with a lot of things that these people put online. I feel like somebody jumped into this whole thing earlier in the beginning and manipulated this girl to say a lot of things that she was not supposed to say. They confused her maybe. From this interview, I stopped the vibe I had before this interview changed. Now I'm seeing the girl in a better light, a little bit of a better light. But the truth is still not out yet. I feel like the girl is being manipulated by someone. That's my own opinion. Or by some people to use Naramali to paint this because they just literally exposed everything now. Naramali was never involved. So why did they bring him in? Why did they bring all those things in? That being said, like I always say these things before, if you want to establish, say Naramali bullion, let's leave that. We all want to know wetin kpai Mohbad. Wetin that nurse tell una say do Mohbad? What did the nurse say? What did she explain? And why did the record label wanted to arrest the girl? And last question. Did this whole thing happen before you people tried to rush Mohbad to the hospital? Where una announce saying buy for inside that car? Because inside car una announce. If you people announce say Mohbad buy inside that car that time, why would I not announce say buy inside house? Why did you people need to put him inside the car? Then for the inside the car una announce him? And for you don't already tell us now. Say Mohbad, he reacted to an injection. And when the father-in-law came, they explained to him waiting by Mohbad, and the management wanted to arrest the nurse. Meaning say that guy don't buy for house. Now, but again, another problem is, see, this thing, it plenty. Inside that car, those 3 boys, were they part of the people that were in the house with them? Are they part of the management that wanted to arrest the girl? And in that video again, the boy head moved, according to what I saw. And why did you people use a 15 seconds video to announce the buying of a big celebrity in Nigeria? Mama is there. They end them. Immediately as the boy head be as if he raised, they end them. Next thing, they don't change position. They make another video. It was 2 videos. I remember vividly. Again, when the guy buy, Una rush go talk say, when I see her post that time for Instagram, she dey post say, that they have taken him away from me. Since you know, say they don't explain, he reacted to an injection. Since you knew that he reacted to an injection, why didn't you say negligence or the nurse? Why did you use they have taken him away from me? He was always complaining, bullying and that. Now, this is the part where I'm trying to tell you people that I be like, see this guy, they innocent, somebody use her. All those right up did not look like somebody that was mourning. I somehow believe the girl that she's innocent. That's what is crazy now. Unlike me before. But now I believe her. I feel like somebody talked her into making all those posts to switch and to divert attention to Naira Marley and Sam Larry. I feel like she's innocent, but somebody that is way smarter than her, somebody that she respects, deceived her or manipulated her to make that post. I don't know if you people understand what's going on.
I clearly understand.
But anyways, the question still remains, why were they trying to arrest us?
Let
And
me
what did they narrate?
give my submission on this thing before I just drop quickly. So I want to like analyze this thing in real life situation. How may I feel like I'm going to take this whole thing, right? Your and her husband, before the death, the husband had been going through bully constantly, threat to life constantly. So she has been seeing her husband suffering. She has been witnessing her husband living in fear, right? So they went for a show, and again, the show ended in another fight again. For someone that you have been seeing your husband living in fear, your husband is still going to the show again. Now, the show ended another fight with his friend, right? So then you go back home. Probably the injury he had in him is making him feel uncomfortable, all of that. You had to call a nurse, right? From the nurse injecting him, it got complicated, and from there he passed away, right? So I want to address the part where she said, first of all, everybody can agree that she has never come outside to say Naira Marley and Sam Larry killed Mohbad. Every time she talked, she always say Naira Marley, Sam Larry bullied Mohbad. They made his life miserable. She has never ever mentioned that he killed Mohbad. So all this one that in is saying that why is she accusing Naira Marley for death? She never ever accused Naira Marley for the death of Mohbad. It was we, the public, that took it so serious that time and started saying that they are the one that killed him, all of that, because of the things the public have seen, right? So I was going to go to, okay, yes. So after she had seen all of those things, I'm going to the point where you mentioned that why did she put that Instagram post? So you have seen all of those things. You have seen your husband live in fear. You have seen threats to your husband's life. She had mentioned that there was a time they went to get drug at Chevron or whatever. They were chasing them with gun. She had seen her husband do everything in fear and all of that. She had seen at his show him fight with a friend, and that was the reason why they called a nurse, right? Anybody can pick up a phone that Esha Tepa, you have finally killed him. Anybody out of how will I put it, in your emotions, right? You can. It doesn't really necessarily mean the industry gods that are the one that finally they put the last word on him, right? That's not just. It doesn't mean that they put the last word on him. They went there and they shot him or something like that. It meant what I just feel like from that thing in real life situation. If you are not trying to be biased, for a widow to write that thing about her husband, someone that witnessed her husband living in fear and all of that, then type something like that, it means you people you have finally killed him now. Somebody that you have been making him live in fear and all of that. Exactly, finally, but it doesn't mean that she's saying she's trying to how I put it, shift the blame away from the nurse. Shift the blame away from the nurse and trying to make it look like somebody that entered the house and killed Mohbad. No, I don't know how people see things, because when I'm trying to like take this thing in real life situation, if something like that happens, exactly, finally, it's like somebody that you have been threatening, you're making him live in fear and all of that. Finally, he's dead. I hope you guys are okay. I hope you guys are not fine about it. That is how I'm interpreting this whole thing, because that is real life for me. But the fact that people are they're not trying to take that sentence and make it look like she's saying Naira Marley and this they entered the house and they shot Mohbad, is because they want it to look like that. This person husband just died. She's in her emotions. Whatever she just look outside the box. I feel like when people start thinking and just whatever, like, I don't know. I always feel like people that judge most of this Mohbad case and all of that, first impressions for Mohbad is that you cannot be in those platforms. That maybe you want to that how do I put it? If that is your first contact on justice for Mohbad, it's going to be very hard for you to now see things outside the box because your first experience about this whole situation from the beginning was very bad. Like I said before, I don't know, maybe it's on this platform. When I started like trying to get information on all this thing, I started listening to Bookie Jesse's platform and all of that. But because I was whatever they were saying was out of my own line of thought, it was not balancing for me. Like I just felt like they were talking out of too much hate. So I was able to think outside the box and not just crucify this girl because these people on this platform they are crucifying her. But then that is me. Other people they are not like me, right? They might not have that privilege to be able to think outside the box. They might just be lost in whatever they were watching. So I just want to say, if people think outside the box, try and put whole thing in real life situation, then you would have answers to most of the questions that you come online asking. Because someone again said, why was he, how will I put it? The first thing when Mohbad when she the nurse injected Mohbad, why was the first thing she did not call the police? I'm asking you, as a wife, a nurse has done something wrong to your husband, like maybe the injection she has given your husband is bad or something, and your husband is reacting. So, as a wife, is the first thing you're going to do is call the police to come and hold the nurse, or take that husband and find any hospital you can go to. Then I was hearing answers like, no, she should have gone to the police first. Me, as a woman, if somebody then gun ọkọ mi, mo máa bú sóní, kí tẹ tó ń máa kọ́kọ́ bú sóní bẹ́ẹ̀. I'm like, so you're going to leave your husband and because of you want to hold this thing first. I'm like, she did the right thing. The first thing you have to do is go to the nearest hospital. Then afterwards, after everything, you go back to the whatever caused this whole thing. So that's just it. I just feel like people should, when people start opening their hearts towards this whole thing, start relating it to how they can handle things in their own life, in real life situation, then you will come online asking questions because you already have answers to most of the questions you're going to come online to ask. So that's just what I want to say, Sha.
I think, do you want to say something?
Yes, a very quick one on VDM. VDM, just like Yomi or African television. Nothing against the man. And I think that he's engaged himself with different networks from how he started off. For me, just my own opinion, he's been compromised. And now he's selective about where he put his business, his mouth touch, or whatever the case may be. And I think that at some point when Paparano was doing a great job pushing left, right, and center, Bookie Jesse was in there, sort of like maroonding everything, pushing people all over the place. I think those period are the period that it would have been useful for VDM to actually come on this case. And I'm sure he indirectly stated that justice for Mohbad, this case is a long lost case and that nothing will come out of it and all that kind of stuff. I mean, he made his own statement and comments at the time. So I think for me personally, as an individual, as human rights activist or whatever he calls himself, he's lost his relevance. And if it's coming out now with what Wunmi came out with in the last let's say 48 hours, 72 hours. None of it really has anything to do with the Malians or Mali, Sam Larry. And for anyone who has a bit of common sense, a bit of intelligence, you will understand that these guys have been given bail. And if, as part of the inquest, or when it comes to closure to this whole process, if there is a reason for them to be cautioned or a reason for them to be punished, I'm sure that will come to play. But I am not really sure why he, with all the intelligence and all the respect people have given him, have decided to be, how can I put it, to be a bit of interference to a certain extent. And most especially, is now becoming a distraction. Now, take it from me, like it or dump it, VDM is not a saint and VDM is not a god. Yomi is not anybody's saint or anyone's god. People will kind of loan their advice, and when it is key for you to get involved, and you rubbish this whole process, and suddenly you are now beginning to see Wumi as 75% innocent. When you put percentage to a case that is this complicated, and we're talking about homicide, we are talking about inquest, we're talking about a situation that is so interwoven, so woolly. And who are you? Who the hell are you, VDM, to come and interfere and actually kind of try and distract people and try and get into people's head at this stage? I think we really need to look at this situation and start jumping on bandwagon. Just because he's spoken doesn't mean he's speaking sense. It's as simple as that. This case has nothing to do with him. It's not related to anything to do with this case. He's one of the people that started banging people's heads against themselves when this whole thing started. Before African television decided that it's going to jump on the bandwagon of paternity fraud and the rest of it. He had his hands in it. He washed his hands of it. And there is definitely been some kind of coy relationship between him and Samilari and Naira Marley. He's been seen in a nightclub with at least Naira Marley. So there is always going to be a time and a place. You cannot be selective in your advocacy on a case that you've dipped your finger into and then remove your fingers, rubbish the process, and then come out when it suits you. Now, who are you working for? Who's bankrolling you? Which network do you then belong to right now that we should take you seriously? That's the question we should be asking ourselves. Thank you.
MFM, àtẹ́wọ́ yẹn ó lọ ní delay ní ṣá.
I did not put it on this thing. I was actually trying to set it up.
That guy is a joke. That guy, that VDM of a guy. Like me, when I see people mentioning or listening to the likes of VDM, Portable, and some other ones like I'll be like, really?
You just the most Portable, sis. Portable.
MFM, those people, me, I don't even like listening to them. Like, it's about, you see the way I used to scroll. It's about our people here.
They'll be threatening with the VDM by saying that VDM will come for you.
Imagine.
VDM will come for
Look
you.
at him now. Now in turn water now. I think the child might truly be for Mohbad. And now you are thinking, you that started the whole DNA saga. I even like the fact that she didn't mention his name. And she said, who is he? Who is he to even... In fact...
Did you guys forget that it was the one that mixed Sam Larry's face and Liam's face together?
Mm-hmm. He did now.
No, I don't
All of a sudden, he's having a change of heart. All of a sudden.
When all these people were taking it around, people, I think some people did it, but he displayed it also. He said it that they said the child looks like Sam Larry.
Yes.
Then just this after you spoiled the whole thing, it was one that diverted everybody. he was coming out shouting, DNA, we need DNA. I was like, after the whole thing now, you're not saying I want to believe. What happened to what you said before?
Me, where I lost respect for the guy was from the beginning when he had issue with that Jenny's Glow lady. I was like, oh, this is good. Thank God, people won't be selling bad cream, blah, 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 blah. But then this guy went vindictive. You've exposed her, blah, 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 but you were still after her. I'm marrying. Then I was like, oh, no, this one is a devil. Then he started all other nonsense, all other rubbish. He started doing it. Look at what he's doing now. He just wants to use this one to trend again. Him and Demon, let them continue the nonsense they are doing.
I do not really know what happened between those people.
Demon said he's a gay. And he has proof of it. You know, Demon went to say it in Nedu podcast. I've been a podcast. Yeah. So those ones, they laughed about it, discussed it and everything. So instead of him to now face Demon, he's now facing Nedu. He's now dragging Nedu and bringing out different people that have gone for interview at Nedu's place, that Nedu do harass women. Oh, Rishi, you know that guy now, he fights dirty. So it's just after Nedu now. After Nedu, back to back.
Someone said he used Nedu to set him up. Yeah, that's what he said.
I know that D1 too. It's not like he's okay, but you will not go bad. So anything ò gbádùn versus anything ò gbádùn.
Like me, understand.
Do you know what is playing D1? D1 feel like the guy is always acting like he's innocent, like he's righteous. So it's not like you self, like you see that he's GoFundMe, whatever. Also, it's NGO.
So putting a lot of money. NGO. The money is not showing,
NGO. Recently,
he was showing the receipt of the money he put there.
D1 went to another place again, maybe 3 days ago or last week. Another, what's the name of those people? Is it Nigeria FM or something? He went to another place again to grant interview again.
Everything will be like, which kind of person be this tutorial alone? What have I done to this person? Bad, that's how to fight. That's how to fight your enemy. Okay, to fight your enemy, you fight dirty. I don't hear. When I continue the fight, we'll see who's going to win. What is Nedu now? I think Nedu is no longer working. Goodness.
He said he was not fired, though.
No, I don't think they sack him. Shebon Loni, honest bond chair now. It's a podcast now. He and some other people. Shall fired?
Was he on suspension or what? Because I like that.
The one that just chose to step back.
Yeah, I don't think because maybe they can fire him. But I think this podcast, I think he's the owner. I don't think they can fire him.
No, so he stepped down for peace to so that they will not use him to drag people coming into that place. Maybe he wasn't really talking. It was like, let him be quiet, because he was quiet for a while. But then he said he's suing VDM. I saw a video saying that he was going to sue him or something like that. And some people now, there are some people that they've liked that VDM guy, so there's nothing you can say. They'll be following. Those type of people. They choose to like me. I not just know why that VDM mo gba ti e ni se kò sí kan tó fẹ́ sọ. I will check it. Me ò gba ti e because the guy doesn't make sense most time. Most cases it doesn't make sense. Just be going on and on and before. Ta ló ń pe MFM. Kí lẹ MFM ṣe Ayọ̀bá mi. Let's do. Yes, we love. Oh, mi ti ní dá yín lò. Mi ní dá yín lò. Kí ló dé táwọn family bàbá kan kí níbì kan. Tẹ́ mo ṣe bọ́lẹ̀ tí mo lọ ṣe gbébọn. They were crying seriously.
MFM. And I need buckets. Abitabari GP tag. Àwọn èèyàn, they will wail.
Báwọn people yóò ṣe ní tìjú nìkan tó dún.
They will keep wailing. Wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹkún. They thought it was funny when Baba was doing it. So now they know the meaning of defamation.
This man went for an interview. Toma lórí TV stations. Those ọmọ yẹn kẹtàn, kò sẹ́ni tó kẹtàn ní ìdílé òun. Àbá. Kò sẹ́ni tó wailing gbà. Nobody was crying then.
Shegba. TB Kenya, are you aware you are coming up? mo tiẹ̀ fẹ́ gbọ́ stand TB Kenny lórí eléyìí báyìí.
MFM my CD interview ó ti update fún Wunmi kéèsì ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní lóòótọ́.
mo ń bọ̀ mo
Ó
tiẹ̀
lóun fẹ́
jóná
jáde fún tẹ́lẹ̀.
Kí my shima update kó lọ on video kó ṣe
Okay,
video.
ó lóun náà máa bọ́ta.
Kó bọ́ta.
TB
So a máa
Kenny
òótọ́
hold
a
on.
fẹ́ get justice for Mohbad.
TB Kenny TB Kenny.
Yes.
Did you hear that Wunmi said bàbá kí bàbá lọ ṣe DNA anywhere pé òun ò mind mọ́ báyìí.
Of course bàbá láti lọ ṣe ṣé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni wípé lọ́ọ̀yà bàbá ló bá gbogbo kìíní ìjẹ́.
No, wọn ò nídìí lọ́ọ̀yà mọ́ báyìí wọn ò nídìí lọ́ọ̀yà.
Tó bá nídìí lọ́ọ̀yà mọ́ kó go ahead kó lọ fi tíṣù Mohbad ṣe náà wọ́n náà sọ pé àgọ́ inú ògbó.
ó ní gynecologist ló lè ṣe.
No problem.
Dentist gan.
Even dermatologist náà anybody ló kó ṣe.
Of course.
Kò kí ẹ̀ mọ́.
Anyway tó bá ti lè gba tíṣù ní Nàìjà ó lọ ṣe test tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n dẹ̀ rí tíṣù yẹn ṣe ní Nàìjà bó jẹ́ Amẹ́ríkà náà àmọ́ bí Nàìjà lè
Èwo ni wọ́n ṣe wọ́n lè rí tíṣù yẹn ṣe. Ó máa gba specimen ẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà and send it.
Ẹ mọ̀ pé inú egungun ló ti ń gba tíṣù.
Kò ṣáà ṣe tissue paper.
No, ṣe mọ̀ pé àwọn kan inú egungun àwọn fùkẹ̀fùkẹ̀ tó wà nínú egungun yẹn ni mo mi. Tó mi bá ti dry. Kọ́kọ́ ẹ̀ kan ṣe náà.
These people. Tissue yẹn ti gbẹ all of a sudden. Tó bá rí tissue mọ́, kó gba wò tí wọ́n bá ti rí tissue. Kó gba ẹ̀jẹ̀ àdúrà.
Of course.
TB Kenny, ṣé you don hear wetin VDM talk? VDM sọ pé Wunmi wà innocent. Ó sọ pé
nǹkan tó ń VDM sọ. Adẹ̀dúpẹ́ fún wọn náà.
Láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni.
Adẹ̀dúpẹ́ MFM wọ́n tún sọ pé wọ́n máa tó ṣí inquest. A máa tún ka inquest wa gbogbo ẹ̀ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé Wunmi ti sọ fún apá alẹ́ nísìn? Àwa fẹ́ wò kọ́ tí inquest ti wà wọ́n sọ.
Alẹ́ ni kí ni? Ó sọ fún pé alẹ́ ni kí ni? Ìpè
alẹ́ ọjọ́ tó kọ òun kú.
Ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó ní alẹ́ ọjọ́ tó kọ òun kú ni bàbá Mohbad sọ pé kí iná sì máa lọ. Nǹkan tó sọ nìyẹn.
Ó sọ fún apá alẹ́ ló kú nìyẹn.
Alẹ́ kò sọ pé alẹ́ ló kú. Kò sọ pé alẹ́ ló kú.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká ọ̀rọ̀ ṣe ní bó ṣe ń lọ yìí àṣírí máa tó tú.
Ó máa tú o. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ tú ni. Ó gbọ́dọ̀
tèmi dùn gan ni.
Ó gbọ́dọ̀ tún inú àwa náà
dùn. Sọ̀rọ̀ bíi pé bàbá gan ló ń wá fúnra sínsìn pé kí ló dé tí bàbá ṣe sẹ́ pé kí n
it doesn't matter bàbá náà máa jáde wọ́n lè sọ pé wọ́n ti approve pọ́ máa ṣí inquest wọ́n ti approve pọ́ máa ṣí inquest àdèmà kankan owó tí wàá ṣe.
ó dàbí pé ọmọ yẹn gan pé
Mohbad ló ní o.
it doesn't matter I don't care to VDM bá sọ nǹkan tí mò ń sọ ni wípé sórí ṣebí
VDM sọ pé òun ti fún ní 75% nínú 100.
kò bá fún 100 kó fún ní gbogbo ẹ̀ kò sí nígbà tó kú mo bá àwọn tó bá wù mí wà ṣe méjì kàkà inquest gbogbo ìkẹtẹ ìsọ yìí kò tẹ̀ dé lójú pé inquest ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni àfẹ́ ka títí wa àfẹ́ mọ time gbogbo wọn tó fún 100% àwọn òbí tó yọ ọmọ ajá sí.
Kò sí wàhálà.
ṣe DNA yẹn báyìí.
A wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ bá a ṣe ní ṣe.
A fẹ́ ṣe o.
Ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ láti jọ èmi I'm not even care about that DNA. I always said it.
It's a lie. DNA that is a motive. No. You do not care. Lie. You must care o. DNA is a must.
MFM tó bá ti wò mí wàá máa gbọ́ tí mò ń sọ pé.
How can you not care?
Ọmọ yẹn I don't know who he is. Mi ò ní wàá máa gbọ́ tèmi máa ń tẹnu mọ́. Everybody dem must be clear to push it Mohbad because I'm not interested.
He's near my loba, you mo fe aloba, that is who.
Báwo lẹ ṣe máa máa sọ báyìí gbogbo down now. Nǹkan tó ń bí mi nínú all of a sudden everybody doesn't care.
Èmi ò change kọ́kọ́ o, but ṣó rí pé Wunmi tó tẹ̀ ń sọ kí ló tí Wunmi ò ṣe sọ pé òun bá Mohbad jà.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ó sọ pé òun ò bá ja ìjà físíkà òun ò bá ja ìjà físíkà.
Ikọ̀ tí spẹ́ndì sọ ń kọ́ tí spẹ́ndì sọ pé ó lọ́ọ̀ka aṣọ ọmọ ọlọ́run nínú mọ́tò.
Ìgbà wo ló bá ní lọ́ọ̀ka ìgbà wo ló lọ́ọ̀ka
ló parí. Ṣé injection tó fún ní reaction?
Jèbọn sọ pé n tó bàjà láàsì èmi sọ pé n tó bàjà láàsì dẹ́nẹ́ má sọ pé prime boy ló bàjà náà nígbà tẹ́ mọ̀ kí Wunmi náà bàjà láàsì.
Tó gbà pa lọ lé látọ̀ tó gbà pa lọ lé.
Mo wàhálà ẹjẹ́ a máa lọ inquest.
Ẹ wo wọ́n ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ inquest sórí ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Inquest ya ẹjẹ́ a máa lọ inquest. Inquest
ẹ má sọ ìpá wa sanwó o. Ẹjọ́ gbogbo ẹ má sanwó láti wá o, àgbẹ̀ láti ká o. Àwọn òde ní fi tibí tibí táwọn bá ti ka títí wa. Àwọn oníṣẹ́ bíi Lagos State o. Tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní ti sọ ti lọ ṣe o. Àwọn máa sọ gbogbo ẹ o. Kẹ́lẹ̀ lọ verify o. Tàbá ti ka títí wa o.
Kí lè kà? Tíbi kẹ̀nà adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé autopsy wọn máa kà. But kí ló dé tí bàbá ṣe sọ pé kí nọ́ọ̀sì ti máa lọ pé nọ́ọ̀sì kan ní kókó.
Èmi ò lè bìlífù pé bàbá sọ ọ̀ǹtìgbà tí bàbá bá sọ Ọlọ́run òde ní fi kú ọmọ ṣe wá débi tí ọmọ arójúmọ̀ kan tó fẹ́ ṣe ń jọ yẹn.
Àmì
fi kú ọkọ náà ṣe wá.
Olóde ibi tọkọ kú mọ lójú.
Ọmọ reaction tó máa ṣe lálejò tó bá sọ pé ọmọ ẹ̀ kú.
Ibi ló máa mọ reaction tó máa tẹ̀kì ní ọjọ́ tó tọkọ ẹ̀ kú.
Mọ́mì,
ẹ jẹ́ ká
gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá sọ ẹ believe
one by one ẹ jù.
láì gbọ́ tẹnu mi láì gbọ́ títí mi.
Ṣé mo fọwọ́ bí kìlọ̀ wọ́n ní pé bàbá ló sọ pé kí prime boy máa sá lọ. Náà wọ́n tún sọ pé wọ́n ní bàbá máa sá lọ. Ewu lábẹ́ Mohbad ló kọ́kọ́ sọ láti last year. Mama Mohbad ti
Prime boy ti jẹ́ bàbá Prime boy ti sùn ìyá Mohbad wọ́n lọ sí court fún 50 million. Kí bàbá ìyá Mohbad wá dì fẹ́ nígbà tí bàbá sọ̀nà. Ibi Prime boy ti sùn ìyá Mohbad ló sọ.
Oríṣẹ́ ṣe ló ṣe kọ lẹ́tà yìí.
Oríṣẹ́ ṣe o torí jẹ́ sọ fún ẹ tó bá mọ character assassination òun ni ìyá Mohbad ń ṣe.
Character assassination ṣé gbogbo ibi tí Prime boy ti bú jẹ́ kí kọ́kọ́ gbẹ̀yàn kan wá fún yín náà mò ń bọ̀.
Tí Prime boy ti bú ìyá Mohbad ibi tí Prime boy ti bú ìyá Mohbad ìyẹn ò ń ṣe character assassination.
Mo fẹ́ gbé
ibi tó ti bú ìyá Mohbad ò ń ṣe character assassination. Prime boy ó yẹ
I'm not interested. Nǹkan tó bá wò sọ sí bàbá I'm not interested. Ẹni tó bá wù ọ̀yàn lè choose láti sùn. Ẹni tó bá wù ọ̀yàn lè dìde láti sùn.
Ọmọ màmá present.
Ìtọ́ni mo sọ. Tí ọ̀mẹ́wàá bá bú mi tó bá wù mí kí n sún èèyàn kan ni màá sùn.
Ìgbà tí Prime boy tó ń bú màmá
lọ́yà Prime boy ò ṣe níṣẹ́.
travel.
Nígbà tí ìyá Mohbad sọ lójoojúmọ́ ní pé bàbá Mohbad ń báyà Prime boy sùn. Ìyá Prime boy dé wà ní ọkọ
bàbá Mohbad tó sọ pé ìyá Mohbad ń bá bọ̀dá Túndé sùn kọ́. Very selective human being. Gbogbo yín báyìí ẹ ti wà selective
ìyá Mohbad máa pọ̀ lójoojúmọ́. Ìgbé bàbá Mohbad ń bá
ń sọ lójoojúmọ́ pé ìyá Mohbad ń sùn kiri.
Ṣé ìgò lè
abẹ́gì
ìwà ilé kọ́kọ́ máa sọ pé ń bá yàn sùn.
Ìyá Mohbad yẹn tán ni ó ń sùn kiri kò ń ṣe kárátà wọn ló assassinate.
Ìkọ́ tó ń pè nílé ẹjọ́ ni pé kó ní kan wá sọ̀tọ̀ pẹ́. Ìyá Mohbad tó ń sọ àwa sọ ń bẹ̀. Ẹni tó sọ fún
ìyá Mohbad ọmọ màmá ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn o. Ọmọ màmá ni goodness of God o. Ọmọ màmá ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn o.
Mọ́mì ṣebí di ẹni sùúrù ṣebí di normal tí tẹ́ kéèyàn ṣe ni pé ẹni sùúrù ṣebí normal tí tẹ́ kéèyàn ṣe ni pé téèyàn bá ti gbọ́ tẹnu ẹnìkan èèyàn máa ń dúró kéèyàn gbọ́ tẹnu ẹnìkan kéèyàn kó dájọ́ àbí so nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe ni ẹ̀ ń ṣe normal tí bọ́ mo fẹ́ béèrè ìgbà tí bàbá sọ tẹnu wọn ẹ̀ ṣe normal tí ńgbà yẹn ẹ̀ dúró kẹ́ gbọ́ tẹnu kẹ́ tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí crucify Wùmí. Nísìn ilẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ máa ṣe normal thing. Now you want to be doing normal thing. Before you did not do normal thing.
Kò kú sínú ilé. Mo ti gbọ́. Níbo ló kú sí?
Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe normal thing sìn.
Kí ni normal thing? Ibo lẹ ti gbọ́ tó ń gòkú lọ sọ́spítù. Ibo lẹ ti gbọ́ tó máa ń gòkú lọ sọ́spítù. Ibo lẹ ti gbọ́.
Ṣebí Ìyábọ̀ sọ pé inú ilé ló kú sí.
Ìyábọ̀ ti bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ṣé èyí tẹ̀ ń ṣáàjì ní papọ̀?
Do you think Ìyábọ̀'s testimony can hold the
Ìyábọ̀ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Can Ìyábọ̀'s testimony hold the God?
Ó máa ráyè wọnú ilé.
Was Ìyábọ̀ there? Somebody that was not even in Nigeria when Mohbad died.
Ṣé ẹgbọ́n kan tó ní ìdáhùn ṣáà náà sọ pé inú ilé ló kú sí ipò ló ti bọ́ second stage nígbà tó gbé dé hospital. Ẹ̀yin ní sùúrù.
Ṣé mọ́mì kí ni túmọ̀ pé wọ́n ní gbé second stage? Kí ni túmọ̀ tó ní kéèyàn ti dé second stage? Kí ni túmọ̀ tó bá níyàn ti dé second stage?
Ó ti gbọ́ ó ti bù náà. Òkú tó ti pẹ́ tó ṣe bọ́ tó òkú ti tutù. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ní sùúrù.
Òkú tó bá ti tutù that means ẹni náà ti kú láti 24 hours ago nìyẹn.
mi ní pé má bu bàbá
ní ikú tí
ẹ má bu màmá
stage.
ẹ má bu màmá ẹ má bu bàbá àwọn méjèèjì yẹn tí
Jerry,
wọ́n lẹ̀.
ẹ máa mọ fresh òkú yàtọ̀ sí òkú tó ṣe fresh. Ẹ má jẹ tọ́ yìí. Ẹ máa mọ fresh òkú yàtọ̀ sí òkú tó
how
ṣe
many
fresh.
days lòkú yẹn ti how many days lẹ́yìn ló gbé òkú yẹn ti
gbogbo
kọ́ tó gbé
ẹjọ́ ń sọ yẹn.
mo ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín how many days
Wùmí ní
lẹ́yìn
ní
tí òkú yẹn máa ti lò.
Wùmí yín ló sọ pé alẹ́ ló
ẹ ti mọ ọ́sà ẹ̀.
àwọn èèyàn máa gbé òkú kan wá gbé lọ sọ́sìpìtì.
ẹ ṣọ́ gan but ẹ̀yin ṣọ́ bẹ́yìn sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ẹ ṣọ́ òun parọ́ so mo ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín pé how many days lẹ́yìn fi pé òkú yẹn ti lò.
àti Jerry gbogbo yín máa sá wọlé gbogbo yín ẹ̀yìn máa sá wọlé àìtọ́ mo sọ fún ẹ̀yìn máa sá wọlé.
asati.
gbogbo yín.
mọ́mí àwọn míì sọ pé òkú yẹn ti wọ 50 stage wọ́n ní òkú yẹn mọ́mí àwọn míì sọ pé mọ́mí àwọn míì sọ pé òkú yẹn ti.
àmọ́ Ọlọ́run tó máa jẹ́ kí kéèsì ẹ̀ pọ̀ jù báyìí lọ òun la bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́nu ẹ̀.
ẹnìkan sọ pé òkú yẹn ti wọ 50 stage wọ́n ní òkú yẹn ti wọ 50 stage pé ó tiẹ̀ ti one part of the body ti ń gbé ẹ̀jẹ̀.
ìkan tí Dàóṣà sọ lèbi Dàóṣà sọ fáwọn pọ́nlọ́kù yẹn ti pẹ́.
Peacemaker, come on, which one is Ringo?
ìwọ peacemaker yẹn wàá gbókù sọ̀rọ̀ ńlá yẹ ẹ̀wọ̀n nǹkan tó bá wíṣì fún ló máa get jẹ́ sọ fún ẹ mi ò ní time fún ẹ MFM ní mo tó bẹ́ẹ̀ nonsense lẹ́yìn I'm not interested gbogbo nǹkan tó wíṣì fún ara ẹ òun ló sọ yẹn.
àgbàlagbà ni wọn ẹjọ máa yìí sọtún.
ẹjọ you guys shouldn't do this ẹjọ there's no point o.
Mommy just needs to be enlightened a little bit.
Everybody
she needs to be enlightened.
Everyone are entitled
to their
opinion here.
Yes, and mommy she needs someone to enlighten her.
Let me tell you,
so she can know.
You don't need anybody enlighten me for anything. Don't worry yourself. Case ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni.
Never no wrong direction. Àwọn kékeré báyìí la máa
No. o lè mú mi wá sí direction kankan.
ẹ má dá ẹni tó bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lóhùn jàre èmi ò jump
mo ṣe máa dá lóhùn.
kò ẹni mi ò jump.
ẹ wo ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bá
kéèsì iṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ máa bá lọ.
kéèsì iṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bá lọ.
Jay, if you see somebody that is enlightened, you will know.
MFM.
This person is here with already made.
Yeah, it's already for 2 minutes. Torí mo wà ní basement garage kan mo dẹ̀ máa bọ́lẹ̀ nsìn tí bá bọ́lẹ̀.
This is not somebody that needs enlightenment. This is somebody that made up her mind.
No, mo kàn ń sọ ni tí bá ti fẹ́ wọnúlé tí bá ti fẹ́ jẹ bọ́ọ̀sì tí bá fẹ́ wọnúlé. Something mo máa lọ sọ̀rọ̀ ni máa lọ báyọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ní front desk. So mo kàn fẹ́ kó mọ̀ mo wà ní parking lot tí wọ́n ní basement wọn ni.
Èmi tẹ gbádùn company wọn.
In case tí bá bọ́lẹ̀. Èmi ò ní tí ọmọ in case tí bá bọ́lẹ̀ because like I said máa wọ ibiṣẹ́ ní 8:30 dẹ̀ láwa yìí. So mo wà ní basement.
You go motive yẹn dẹ̀ ń pa mí.
Lọ sí front desk. So ṣé rí nǹkan tó yẹ ni wípé Dàwọ́ṣà ṣe rí àwọn tó wà nulẹ̀ Dàwọ́ṣà ló sọ ọ́ ní kwẹ̀sì tó lọ o.
ẹ ní sìkẹ́tò ìtajẹ́tò tí mi kan ní àmọ́ ń gbọ́.
Dàwọ́ṣà ló ń sọ nínú kwẹ̀sì tó lọ o. Ipò sọ pé báyìí pé dókítà sọ fáwọn pé òkúta gbé wá yìí àṣemọ́tò ó ní Dàwọ́ṣà sọ pé òkúta gbé wá yìí ó ti fẹ́ máa hùn. Nǹkan tó ní Dàwọ́ṣà sọ nìyẹn o bóyá òótọ́ ni bóyá òótọ́ kan bọ̀ nísìnyí táàrí CTC wọn yẹn ká pé wọ́n lè jẹ́ pé wọ́n ò fọwọ́ mọ́ wo kìíní yẹn ní kóòtù ní Nàìjíríà ni ó jẹ́ kó rìlíìsẹ̀ káwọn èèyàn gbà ká lè máa kà mí ní púwọ́ fún yín bọ́ mi ò mọ bí Nàìjíríà ṣe ń ṣe sísítẹ́ẹ̀mù tiwọn.